I am a teacher. I'm a mother of one daughter. I'm a elder in the community, and I am someone who is out there trying to teach and be a model for all young people.
Okay. Can you tell me about your personal story?
Ooh. I was born in Indianapolis in 1941. I know. Ooh. Just had a birthday last week. I'm 78 years old now. I'm very proud. Thank you. I was born in, now it's called Eskenazi, but when I was born over there, it was called City Hospital. But it's in the same place that Eskenazi is over there on 10th Street. Um, and we lived in my grandfather's house, which is right around the corner, uh, really right across that parking lot where you saw Starbucks. That's where I spent a lot of my time. And then my mother and father, we moved over to, the address was 455 West 30th Street, which is where I spent most of my young days. I had a wonderful childhood, wonderful for that. I went to School 63 out in Hallville because my aunt taught there. So she would come by every morning and pick me up, and we'd go there. Then when I was in third grade, I transferred to School 36, which was over on 28th and Capitol. See, all the schools used to just be called by their number, not their names. See. Then that school only went to sixth grade. So we had to then go over to George Washington Carver, School 87. That's right around there. So that's where I spent seventh and eighth grade. Graduated from there and went to Shortridge High School. I did not want to go to Shortridge High School. I wanted to go to Crispus Attucks, which is where we are right now, because that's where all my friends went. Crispus Attucks has a great history. It's a kind of a negative history, unless you went there. If you went there, it's a good history. But this school was built because the white folks didn't want black children to go to high school with their white children. They thought this was built and we were going to fail. And I still say we, even though I went to Shortridge. But what they did was take lemons and make lemonade. Okay, so when I graduated from Shortridge, then I went to Indiana University. And after that, I started teaching school. I started teaching second grade. I taught second grade for about 25 years. I taught at the same school I went to. I taught at School 36. Then I taught at School 48 over on 34th and Central. Then I taught at School 61, which is out there by the racetrack. Loved teaching, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. We had so much fun in my classroom. Then I became head of multicultural education for the whole district. And I really retired in 2014, but I wasn't ready to quit. So I was hired back again. And so now I've been over here for over 30 years. And now I'm in charge of the racial equity training for teachers to try to teach them the brilliance of black children and to bring that brilliance out in the classroom and stop having such low expectations of black children, because black children are brilliant, and that's the way they need to be taught and treated.
Who was the love of your life?
I'm a very religious person, too. I have a deep Christian ethic, so I would say that God is the first love of my life. I'm a Presbyterian. I've been at Witherspoon Presbyterian Church now for over 50 years. I'm married now. Well, I've been married twice. Now I'm married, and I've been married for 22 years now. The first marriage lasted a grand total of 3 years. But within that 3 years, I had a beautiful, beautiful child. Her name is Christy. Christy will be 50 years old in August. I have two grandchildren, um, Miles and Mikey. They are both in college now. Those are the loves of my life. They, my likes, I'll deal with education and watching black children beat the odds, watching black children prove them wrong about who they think we are and all those negative stereotypes that they hear. Get all the education you can, even if they try to stop you. Get all the education you can. When they tried to stop us before during the civil rights movement, they had churches going up everywhere. They were called freedom schools. Some of them were in churches, some of them were in storefronts, but the community made sure that we kept being educated, even though they were throwing rocks at us and had dogs. We were still being educated because that is so very important. I want you to read what Malcolm X said about getting your education by any means necessary. I probably didn't have a whole lot of great goals as a child, but to have fun. I did have some goals because my mother and father did not play. I am telling you, they were some serious people. I mean, you would say they were mean. They really weren't mean. They were just trying to keep us on the right track. When I was 7 years old, I had a job. I remember my uncle would come by and pick us up at 4 o'clock in the morning every Saturday to go down and work. We sold fruits. We helped put all the produce out, and we worked there. We sold fruits and vegetables. My brother, well, he wasn't driving at that age, but we were there for when he was able to drive. Then he started delivering because my father made designer fruit baskets that he delivered all over town to big time people. Um, my work ethic started very, very early, and it has continued because work ethic is very, very important. I've been to Africa 4 times. I've been to Israel. So I'm telling you, my life has been so blessed. Um, and everything I do is connected to African and African history. So I guess I would answer that question. When did I know I was alive? It was when I discovered who I was and where I came from. But know your history. Know your greatness. Know that your history didn't start on a plantation in America. Okay? Your history started thousands of years ago in Africa. Everybody just stopped. Just stopped. I mean, I was ready to collapse. I had to leave work, really. It shook me up so bad. Um, and so I just made sure after that that our young people understood his life and what it meant. Every year now, we give a televised tribute to Dr. King right here on the stage of Crispus Attucks, and we have choirs. We invite in the community so that they will understand and honor the greatness. We need Dr. King right now.
How did you feel about Barack Obama?
I loved him. Not only did I love him, I went to his inauguration. That was almost a miraculous time in this country. I'd like to be remembered as someone who lived my life so that others could prosper and to be a role model to other people, especially young black children.